Welcome, guys and girls, to my weekend update on the financial markets. We have the 21st April, Sunday. I hope you're all doing well. Let's start with the S&P 500 index on the weekly time frame. We can see the MACD indicator has crossed, so a bearish sign. Even the long-term outlook is still bullish, but we are in for a weekly correction. On the daily, we can see as we crossed or left behind this daily uptrend line, we made a surge lower. I think we will see a small correction in the second daily wave to this weekly support zone before starting the next weekly impulse to the upside. Also, at this point, I would be interested in taking huger long-term positions in the S&P 500 for this YouTube account. At the 4-hour time frame, we can see my last short position on the S&P 500 with 1% of my trading capital at risk, and we made about 1.55% on this trade. So we are ending at 101.55% account balance after the first trade. Yeah, what I expect next, I expect that price will turn around here and meet this blue dotted downtrend line around that area, not exactly maybe, and then we will turn again and go for this weekly support and resistance zone. From there on, we will look where we can take our long-term positions, or at least where I take my long-term positions. And yeah, so far for the S&P 500. US oil still looking long-term very bullish with this broken monthly downtrend line, and this weekly correction also got broken to the upside. At the daily, we see that there was already a correction to this broken weekly downtrend line. But if we look at this massive movement, that would be a really small correction in comparison to this move. So I could expect, or I would expect, that we maybe see a second wave to the upside before the next wave to the downside, maybe hitting this daily uptrend line again, or even this monthly support and resistance zone before then breaking again out to the upside. And then I would expect higher prices for the US oil, and I would look out there for long-term positions. Yeah, at the moment, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, we see that there's a secular blue dotted uptrend line that got broken to the downside below this 4-hour support and resistance zone. Here it was resistance, support hasn't held, got broken, and now there's again resistance, and I could expect that we see lower prices from here, or we see a real outbreak, a small correction, and then price is getting already or again over this small correction. Then I would also expect higher prices earlier, but the most likely scenario in my view is that we see first lower prices, and around that level I would be really interested in taking long positions in oil. Gold weekly outlook still very bullish. At the daily, we can see at the MACD indicator that we are about to cross, maybe. If that is the case, I would expect that we will see a little bit bigger correction this time, hopefully, because I am not positioned yet, at least not with my short-term trading account for YouTube here. At the 4 hours, we can see that this secular blue dotted uptrend line got broken to the upside. This was the last high, and we failed to make a new high. Also, the MACD indicator is declining while prices have been rising. That's a divergence that normally ends in that price will correct to this divergence. and will move lower from here for a correction. I don't think necessarily that we will go all back to this daily uptrend line, but probably to this daily resistance and support zone that we will hit somewhere here. So that would be also very nice to get a foot in the door on gold. But I will not short this. Therefore, the market is too strong at the moment. At Bitcoin, we can see long-term view still bullish, even though the price has his problems to surge further even after the halving. That was yesterday, I think. And the MACD indicator also is moving for a crossing to the downside. We will see if this happens. At the daily, we see that we are still in this range. Trading ranges always a little bit harder. If this range get broken to the upside, this would be a really bullish sign. And at least I would take there my position with this account. But the most likely scenario, in my view, is that we will see a little bit price searching higher, maybe to this 200 moving average, and then we will see a decline back to this daily support and resistance level, maybe even in combination with this weekly uptrend line. That would be beautiful for an entry in long position BTC USD. Yeah, but I keep you updated on that. I wish you a great week, and we will hear us next weekend. Bye bye.